The JV basketball game down here at Millersburg. Now we got here a little bit late. Got about half a period gone. 3 minutes and 17 seconds remaining here in the first period. UDA and Millersburg all tied up at 4. Tie up underneath here, and Troutman ties it up under there for the Trojans, along with a Millersburg Indian, who shall remain nameless, and the Indians will inbound. Back here it comes. Troutman's got it into the corner here now for Snyder. Back on in front of the other Troutman. He bounces it inside with a nice bounce pass inside, and Steve Troutman misses the shot. And back with it come the Millersburg Indians. On the right wing side here now they go. Bouncing it inside, nice pass, shot inside, no good. Rebound's going to go nearly out of bounds, but controlled inbounds here nicely to Herb. And back comes Herb over the near side. Here's Snyder with a shot for 2, no good, and a rebound underneath. There's a foul called. UDA to inbound here behind the wall momentarily. Now they got it out front. Over on the far side, Jeff Snyder with it. Out in front, back over to Jeff on the right wing. Now out in front for Herb. Near side it comes here to Troutman. Here's a shot from outside by Herb. Good. And it is 6-4 UDA by 2. Good pressure put on here now, but they get rid of it. Forty on the right wing. He's going to set it up here now out in front. Right inside he goes. Kid dribbles in, puts his shot up, but won't go. Rebound comes off to Snyder. He clears it back here for Troutman. Over on the far side for Herb. Into the right wing corner he goes with it. Bounces it inside here now for Kreiser. He tries to dish it underneath to Herb, but it's picked off by the Millersburg Indians. And back they come with 1:30 remaining in the first period. 6-4 UDA. Kid's going to drive it right into the bucket, put it up short. Rebound comes back here for Herb, and he's coming with a head of steam down there. Bounces it over there for Kreiser. His shot is up and in good, and he's fouled. Okay, Kreiser makes the shot, and back with it comes Millersburg. It's now 9-4 UDA. 40 out at the point. Circling about out here. Trojans doing some good defense now. Over in the right wing it goes, into the corner. Dumping it inside. Nice play and a nice shot, and puts it in. Good play that time to this young Millersburg Indian. And it's a 9-6 ball game with 42 seconds remaining here in period 1. Herb's going to take it into the lane. Pass it over here for Kreiser. He puts his shot off the glass. No good. Rebound back to the Millersburg Indians. Into the lane he goes with it. 12-footer short. Rebound comes down and going to go out of bounds off of 40. And Jeff Snyder will inbound for UDA. Herb's going to circle around the left side, almost go out of view. Now he takes it into the middle, puts a shot up and in. Good. Nice job that time by 13. Here's a long shot at the buzzer, no good. And that's going to end the first period of play with the Trojans up 11-6 at the end of 1. Go here now. Jeff Snyder inbounds it over here for Herb. Near side they come. Now out in front. On the far side, here's a shot by Troutman for 2, no good. Rebound in here. It's going to be fought for. And somehow or another went out of bounds, I guess. Jeff Snyder inbounds it over here for the Trojans. Now out in front. Here's a shot from the side for 2, and it's good. And that was Herb doing that one. Good job. Here's 24 getting all tied up in here. Troutman takes it off. Chris dumps it over here on the near side. Ball rolls in and out off the shot of Herb, and back with it comes Millersburg. Across the timeline they go with it. Now inside, here's 22 on the right baseline with a shot. No good. Rebound comes off to Snyder. He'll dish it back up here to Chris Troutman. Chris streaking down the right side, dumps it back out here to Herb. Near side over here now, a shot put up by Steve Troutman, no good. Rebound in there by Kreiser is good. And it's 15-6 now. The Trojans starting a run here. Good pressure put on by UDA on the defense. Coming down here with the 32 on the right wing. Dumps it out in front here now. Over in the left wing they go with it. Now back out in front. Here's a pass inside for 32. Still nothing going on. 32 with a nice little shot from inside. No good. Rebound comes down here to Kreiser. And Jared gives it back here to Chris Troutman. Chris bounces it on the near side over here. Here's a shot by Herb. In and out it goes. No good. Rebound underneath there to the Millersburg Wildcats. Millersburg Indians. Oh, well. Near side. In the corner, in the right baseline. Nothing doing there. Pass is loose, and here comes Herb back with it. He'll go in for two. Lays it up, and it won't go. And a foul will be called underneath. Pushing foul on 24 on the rebound. And be none shooting, as neither team is in the bonus yet. As a matter of fact, the Trojans have committed one personal foul here in the first half, and we played 5 minutes and 50 seconds, or yes, 6 minutes and 50 seconds in the first half. Make that 7 minutes and 50 seconds in the first half, and still only one foul. Oh, here it is. You figured out. Now we picked up our second. Okay, the foul was on UDA. I thought it was, and it was indeed. And so that'll give Millersburg the ball with 5:10 remaining in the first half, and they're trailing now by 9, 15-6. The right wing shot for two, no good. Rebound in there by an Indian. However, his shot's no good. Jared Kreiser comes up with a rebound, but it spins out of his hands, out of bounds. And it will remain UDA or Indian ball. As Chuck Zerby comes into the ball game now to replace Steve Troutman. Trojans looking to use a lot of people tonight. Ball tipped away nicely in there by Miller, and the shot eventually taken by the Indians is good. 15-8, UDA up. Here's a bounce pass over here for Kreiser. He tries to loop one up, and a foul is called. Foul will be on Millersburg's number 32, and Jared will go to the line shooting two. Kreiser to the line to shoot a pair. Miller in the ball game now for UDA also. Here's the first shot. Is no good. Here's the second shot by Kreiser. Is good. And it's 16-8. UDA has doubled up the Indians here momentarily. So left wing shot over there, no good, and a rebound coming off there, and a foul will be called. Foul's going to be on Millersburg's number 32, I believe. Yep, and that's going to give the Trojans a ball. That's the fourth team foul now for the Indians. Here's Herb over on the right side there for Miller. He stops, bounces it inside here nicely, but they get it back out here. Ooh, and a foul will be called again here now, and Herb will go to the line. Shooting a 1-and-1 now, as that foul should put the Trojans, or shooting two rather, and that foul will put the Trojans into the bonus anyway. But since Herb was shooting, he'll get a chance to shoot two. Okay, Herb at the line to shoot a pair. Here's his first one, and it is no good. Herb's second shot is no good also, and back with it come the Indians. 4 minutes remaining here in the first half. Near side, here they come now. Kreiser guarding him out in front. Now back over here. He's going to drive the baseline. Passes it inside here. The ball spun loose, but he picked it back up and put it home. 34 was doing a good job in there for the Indians. As Jeff Snyder picks the ball up here now and gives it back here to Herb. Herb on the far side for Miller. Out in front here for Snyder. Now back over to Miller. Miller for two. In and out. It spins. No good. Rebound underneath there, controlled by 32. They outlet on the left side real quickly here. He's going one-on-one. Shot put up. No good. Snyder with the rebound for the Trojans, and back they come. Here comes Herb with it. He'll dump it over there for Kreiser. He lifts one up and rolls it across the rim and won't go in, and back with it come the Indians. So teams going coast to coast here now, and nothing happening. Nothing going down. Millersburg into the lane with it, loses it momentarily. He'll be called for a walk as he lost the handle on it and he rolled it about here. And that will bring in Chad Mix into the ball game with a call for timeout. So timeout called by the Trojans with 3:02 remaining in the first half, and the Trojans up 16-10. Trojan margin down to 6. Got a bad call here against the Trojans, and Coach Peters and Coach Huffman wondering what happened. Call some kind of backcourt or something. Anyway, I missed it. I was tangled up in my cord. Here's a right wing pass now, and standing there waiting for the Trojans to play defense. Here's the ball tipped loose on the far side there by Steve Troutman. Herb, Troutman, Mix, Miller, and Kreiser in the ball game now for UDA. Here's a shot from the left side, no good. Rebound underneath there has come back to 34. He puts a shot up, no good. The rebound this time will come off to Steve, and a push is going to be called on 22. And that's going to send Steve Troutman to the line, shooting a 1-and-1. Steve will set it up for the Trojans, and we'll see if he can shoot this 1-and-1. Okay, here's the first shot by Troutman, and it is good. 17-10, Trojan margin up to 4 now with 2:21 remaining. Second shot is good, so he makes the pair. Then it's 18-10. The ball in the corner, back out here now. Now they go back into the corner with it. He stops, pops, no good. Rebound on the far side, gonna be fought for and bounces off of the head of somebody out there. I think it might have gone off the young Indian's head, or did it go off Chad Mix? I'm not sure, but at any rate, it bounced off someone's head out of play. Millersburg Indians on the junior varsity squad have 2 ball players, 2 spares, that is. And of course, they could borrow some of the Trojans. We got about 8 or 9 over there sitting, but nevertheless, here we go. Into the corner with it. Whoops, and a foul will be called. This time Jared Kreiser will be called for the hold. Millersburg will inbound here with 1:50 remaining in the first half. Inbound pass comes back here, and now they dump it inside. Back out here on the wing to 40. He's going to set it up at the point. Ball, nearly stolen out there, but not quite. Left wing shot, no good. Rebound comes back off here to Chris Troutman. And he'll start her back now. Chris down the right side, into the corner. Here's a shot by Steve Troutman, no good. Rebound to Kreiser, his shot up and in, good. It's 20-10. Again, the Trojans have doubled up the Indians with 1:20 remaining in the first half. Here's a shot on the left wing side. Dump it inside, nice. 32 with a shot, no good. But boy, he had the shot. Second shot he puts up, and a foul's called. Foul will be on Steve Troutman, I do believe. Anyway, kid will go to the line to shoot a pair. Here's his first shot, no good. Second shot is good, so he makes 1 out of 2. Trojans look for a fast break, but nothing doing, although they do hustle it down there pretty darn quickly. This is Troutman here getting all tied up with it. Dumps it inside here for Kreiser. He spins around into the lane, puts a shot up and in, good. Jared Kreiser having a nice ball game tonight. It's 22-11. Again, the Trojans doubling up the Indians. Here they go down the left wing. 14 has it. Into the center. Now back out to the point. Dumps it inside. Steve Troutman picks it off. Gives it back over here to the other Troutman. He winds it down the right side. Back out here for Herb. Herb to the baseline. Shot. No good. And a rebound underneath, and a foul will be called. Foul will be on Steve Troutman, I do believe. Or was Steve the foulee? No, he was the fouler. Okay, Steve picks up the foul. And that'll put the Millersburg Indians into the bonus now, and the kid will come in to shoot 1-1. 25 seconds remaining here in the first half. Now we'll zero in on this guy and see if he can get a rebound here. Nope. We'll watch Jeff Snyder this time do his defensive stuff under there on the shot. Kid made a pair, so Jeff didn't have very much to do that time, and back with it come the Trojans. It's 22-13 with Herb's got it. Over there to Snyder. He'll stop and pop. It's good. Rattles one in there for three. 3-point bucket that time for Jeff. And it's now 25-13. Into the corner they go. Here's a shot from over there. No good. Rebound comes down to Snyder. Hustles it back here now. Time running down. 1 second. This shot's good if it would go, but it didn't go. But the Trojans, with an excellent first period of play, or first half of play, lead the Indians by 12, 25-13 at the end of the first half. Okay, the second half got underway about 10 seconds ago, and now Millersburg will inbound the ball. They do so. The Trojans will be shooting right out here in front of us this time, so that'll be nicer. Here's 40 driving to the hoop, and it's in and good. 25-15, 10-point margin for UDA. Herb in here, probably starting lineup. Over to Chris Troutman over in our left wing side. Now back out here for Jeff Snyder. Herb with it. Herb shooting for three. No good. Rebound's going to come back to the Indians. They break 2-on-2 with the Trojans. Jeff Snyder with a defense, Herb with a defensive move there, but to no avail. And the kid sunk it. It's 25-17. Millersburg coming out here with four quick points. Here's a right baseline drive here by Kreiser to dump it back out, and now 3 seconds going to be called on someone in the lane. And the Trojans turn it over real quickly here, and they're going to give Millersburg an opportunity. Indians down on the right side there. He stops and pops. It's good, and all of a sudden, it's 25-19. Back come the Trojans. No time to relax. Here's Herb. Wait a minute. Timeout's got to be called by Coach Huffman as he sees his team come out here just a little bit lethargic to start the second half, and he's going to give them a pep talk and send them back out here in just a moment. Okay, the Trojans to inbound the ball now following the timeout as Jeff Snyder will inbound for UDA. Back here for Herb. Sean into the corner there now. And here, whoa, wait a minute. Jeff takes off that time just a little bit too quickly, goes for a walk. And it'll be Millersburg to inbound over in the far side. 25-19, the margin down to 6 for UDA. And Millersburg can narrow that gap to 4 and make a game out of it here if they keep carrying on like they have been. Near side they come with it. 34 with a shot from outside. It's good. Can you believe this? Hey, got a ball game now. 25-21. They rush it down here for Snyder. Jeff on the right wing. Puts a shot up. It won't go. Rebound comes back off to Millersburg, and a walk should be called. It is. Traveling called on number 24 as he took the rebound and started out with a stride before he got a chance to put the ball down. And it will be Jeff Snyder inbounding for the Trojans. They need to get a bucket. Inbound pass out here for Herb over on the far side now for Troutman. He'll drop her back over here on the near side for Snyder for 2. No good. Rebound's going to come off to the Millersburg Indians, and back with it they come. They can get to within 1 here now. Or within 2, rather. Over on the far side it goes. Now out in front. Trojans have dropped back and look like they're going to play a little bit better D now. Here's a kid shooting over the top. It's good. 25-23, a 2-point ball game as Herb brings her down here for the cold Trojans at the moment. Sean bouncing it in on the right lane here for Kreiser. He whips one up that won't go in. Rebound comes back to the Indians, and all of a sudden, Millersburg can come back now and tie up this ball game. He stops, dumps it off over there to a shooter. Nope, no shooter. 15-footer. No good. And the rebound comes back down to Kreiser. He spins it over there for Steve Troutman. He'll go down the left side with it. Dumps it out in front here for Kreiser, who gives it to Herb. Herb with a 14-foot shot. Good. 27-23. UDA by 4. Millersburg came out with a rush here. Trojans got to start playing some offense. Here he goes into the lane, puts a shot up, blocked, but a foul will be called. Foul will be on Herb, and the kid will go to the line shooting 2. Here's his first shot. It is no good. Second shot is also no good, so they miss a pair. Rebound came back down to Kreiser, and then he dishes it back here for Troutman. Ahead here for Herb. Near side over here now for Snyder, who gives it back to Herb. Inside for Steve Troutman. Now back out here for Herb. Picked up in there by the other Troutman. He pushes it inside. It's going to be picked up by Snyder. Backed off here to Troutman. Now Steve's got it. Out in front. Herb with it. Inside they go to Jared Kreiser. He stops and tries to put a shot up, but a foul is called. And this time I do believe Jared will go to the line shooting 2. Kreiser at the line to shoot a pair. Here's his first one. It's good. 28-23. Second shot is good. 29-23. The Trojans now upping the margin again a little bit here. It's up to 6 points. Pass over on the far side. Across the timeline they go with it. And they'll try it down the right side. He's going to stop it, push it over there into the corner. On the baseline he goes, stops, pops a nice shot up. Good. Not a bad shot at all. It's 29-25, under 3 minutes to go here in the third. Here's Snyder, passes it over on the far side, and it's picked off over there by an Indian. And back with it comes Millersburg. Millersburg really making a game out of this. Into the lane it goes, a shot put up and in, good. It's 29-27. This Millersburg team, which looked terrible in the first half, looked like the Trojans were going to just run it up. And now a foul is going to be called as 40. You'll get a blocking foul. That'll be none shooting, the team's second. And UDA will inbound from underneath. Snyder will inbound for the Trojans. He does so back here now. Swinging it over here to Jeff. Jeff for 2. No good. Won't go. Rebound comes off to Millersburg. They'll clear it back here with another opportunity to tie up the ball game. We're in the third period. The score 29-27, UDA by 2, but Millersburg has really come on here. And they have an opportunity to tie. Pass inside. He spins around, puts a shot up. It won't go. Second shot put up. That won't go either, but a foul will be called. The foul's going to be on Miller, and that'll send an Indian to the line to move this score ever so close, as he'll be at the line shooting 2. Okay, 24 at the foul line, shooting 2. Here's the first shot. It is good. And it's now 29-28 with 2:05 remaining here in the third period. Here's his second shot. It's good, and we're tied. That's unbelievable, really. The way this game started out here, there's no way. We should be 22 points ahead now. Here's a shot by Herb out in front. No good. Herb hustles for the rebound, and he calls the foul. And that's going to give the Millersburg Indians a chance to take the lead, believe it or not. Wow. I don't recall offhand the halftime score, but I do know the Trojans were in control. Emberg coming back with it here. with 1:50 remaining in the third period. Oh, there's a man open right underneath, and the shot is up and good. And the Trojans trail, that's right, 31-29. It is Millersburg Indians in the lead. Here's Jeff. Got to get Jeff hot over here, nailing a couple of these. Out in front it comes. They swing it over to the far side to Herb. He tries to dump it inside. The pass is picked off. Now his pass is knocked out, nearly out. Yep, gathered in here by Snyder. Jeff stops, pops short. Rebound underneath comes off to 40. And back comes the Millersburg Indians again. Jeff messing him up over there. Nearly had a steal, and he's going to have him turn it over. So good job that time by Jeff Snyder, playing good defense. And Jeff will inbound the ball for the Trojans. Jeff, after being denied the shot down here, said, hey, if that's the way you're going to play it, we can do something about that. And now here comes a new young lad into the ball game for the Trojans. Here's a bounce pass inside. Ball comes loose, going to go out of bounds off Millersburg. And it will be UDA maintaining possession. Inbounded here. Whoa, and a trip called on 40. He'll be picking up the block. With names, as long as like Santa Claus, those guys I can remember. Out in front. Here's Miller for two. No good. Rebound comes off, and Jeff will be called for the foul as he leaped into the man getting the rebound of his shot. And for the Trojans, that'll be their fourth team foul. It'll be non-shooting, so Millersburg will inbound underneath their own bucket here. On the near side pass here, almost picked off by Scott Markle out there. Now goes into the corner. He puts a shot up, and he is fouled. Oh, the foul will be on Jeff Miller, and that will send an Indian to the line, shooting two. Miller's first shot is good. And he'll be, not Miller's first shot, this other Millersburg's first shot's good. And his second shot is good. It's 23. Here's a long pass up here for Jeff Snyder, picked off by 34. As Millersburg saw that one coming, he bounced it over there, bounces off the rim. Received back in there by the Trojans. Now they're going to pass it over here, and it will go nearly, or did it go out of bounds? Yep. Went out of bounds with 33 seconds remaining in period three, out of our sight over here. And they will inbound, I guess, to, well, I'm not sure who now. Well, these gymnasiums like this that have these folding doors, of course, here at Millersburg. 34 out in front. Clock winding down now, 25 seconds remaining here. Here's a kid with a turnaround shot, no good. Rebound by Millersburg. Second shot, no good. Third shot rebounded by Millersburg, and he's fouled. Wow, Trojans not doing a whole lot of defensive board rebounding right now, giving Millersburg multiple shots. And 32 will go to the line. He'll be shooting two with 16 seconds remaining. And a 33-29 score. Millersburg up by 4. I didn't think the JVs could possibly do that to our JVs, but they are. First shot no good. And gets one more. 16 seconds remaining in the third. Second shot, no good. Rebound comes off to Jeff Snyder. He'll dump it back here now for Markle. Scott looking, only 10 seconds left. Over here now for Snyder. Now they go inside here. Here's Jared Kreiser getting it back over here for Herb, or for Snyder. His shot no good at the buzzer. And that is going to end the third period of play, and an excellent third period for Millersburg, and a kind of a tragic one for the Trojans as they've seen their lead totally melt away. And they're going to have to play catch-up now as they trail by 4 going into the final period of play. Okay, set to go with period number 4, the final one of the ball game, we assume. And here's the pass inside. Millersburg leading by 4. Now they dump it back out over on the right side. And the ball knocked out of bounds over there nicely by Trojans. It will be Millersburg ball, of course. Into the right wing corner they go. Out to the point. 34 looking around out here, trying to set something up. Tries the near side here now. Nothing doing there, so they roll it back over on the right side. Shot for 2, good. 35-29, 6-point margin for the Millersburg Indians. Herb. Right wing side, bounces it inside here for Jeff Snyder. Jeff's turnaround shot won't go. Just a little short, and back with it come the Indians. Trojans need that shot. Need a lot of shots. Here's 34. Nearly stepped in for 2, but elected to come back to the point instead. Over on the right wing side now. Inside they go. Pass gathered in there by Steve Troutman, who hands it back over here now for Herb and Sean. Herb stops, pops a short 14-footer up. No good. Rebound to Herb over the wing. Here's a turnaround shot by Kreiser. No good. And on the rebound inside here, foul's going to be called on number 40. And I believe that might send Jeff. No, it won't. There's an unshooting foul. And Jeff Snyder will check out of the ball game now as Chuck Zerbe came in for UDA. Trojans will inbound the ball. Steve Troutman to inbound for UDA. Over there for Miller. Now out here for Herb. Back to Miller. Miller for 2 from the side. A little short. No good. Rebound comes off to the Indians. Down the right wing side into the corner. He passes it inside for 32. His turnaround shot. No good. Rebound there comes back to 34. He fires a shot up. That's no good. And the rebound this time comes back to 32. And they strip it back out here to the point. Boy, I'll tell you. Over there on the wing. Now back out here. He's going to coast to the point out here. Does number 40. Looking over on this side. 34. One leg in the 3-point margin. One leg out. Now he drops it back to 22. Clock down to 5:05. Plenty of time remaining. Here's a shot put up. No good. And a walk's going to be called. With 5:05 left in the ball game. 35-29. UDA by 6. Jeff Snyder coming back into the ball game now as we have a temporary timeout here for a shoe tie. Jeff coming back. And they're going to need to do some rebounding on the defensive boards and do some good shooting up here. Now let's see if we can get hot. Bounce pass over here for Snyder. Jeff looking around, dumps it back. Now they try to go inside with it. Kreiser's got it. Turns around with an 8-foot shot. No good. Rebound over there comes off to Millersburg. He bumps a man out of the way, but back with it comes the Indians right on the right wing. Good block that time and a nice play that time. Steve Troutman with a fine block. Here's a foul going to be called on 22 out front. And that will send Sean Herb to the foul line shooting a 1-and-1. Sean at the line to shoot a big 1-and-1 for his Trojans. Now they kind of got stuck here on 29. And UDA needs to get a bucket or two. See what we can do here. Here's his first one. It is good. 35-30, 5-point margin for Millersburg. Here's his second shot. It's good. So Sean might have gotten the Trojans back on track here now as he pops in 2 freebies, and it's 35-31. Trojan defense has really slacked off here in the second half, allowing the Indians to come back with a whole lot of points. So we'll see if they can't tighten it up here now. The Indians wasting a little bit of time out here now as they spin it around, widen it up here. Really widen up the play. 4 minutes and 10 seconds remaining right now. Clock moving. Inside they go on the right wing. A shot, no good. Rebound right there for 22, though. He puts a shot up, no good. And this time the rebound's going to go off a Trojan. And it will be Millersburg to maintain possession with exactly 4 minutes remaining in the ball game. Long inbound pass back here for 40. At the point, now into the right wing corner. Now back out to the point. And it's going to go over here. Whoops. Foul. They're going to call a foul on Jeff Miller. Boy, that was a quick one. Jeff can hardly believe that one. Anyway, 34 will go to the line, shooting a 1-and-1. With 3 minutes and 46 seconds remaining, the Trojans down by 4. Here's his first shot. It is good. 5-point margin now as it's 36-31. Second shot. No good. Rebound right there by 22. He has the ball knocked loose. Back here for 34. He puts a shot up. No good. The rebound comes down to Jeff Snyder. He'll dump it back here now, and the Trojans Set it up. We need a couple of biggies over here. Maybe Jeff can nail a three-bagger. Over on the far side, they go to him. Out in front, and a foul call. 22 bangs into Steve Troutman, and Steve will go to the line shooting a 1-and-1. Timeout had been called by Millersburg, but now the Trojans send Steve Troutman to the line shooting a 1-and-1. His team down by 5, so here's the first shot. It's good. 36-32, Millersburg by 4. And Steve can narrow the gap to 3 here with another good shot like that last one. Here it is, and it is. And we got a 3-point ball game now, 36-33. Clock down to 3:20 remaining here in the ball game. 40 dazzling display of footwork goes into the lane. Now he's got it again. Near side, here they go. Now underneath, shot good. Nice play that time by Millersburg as they got the pass from the left wing and put it right underneath. And he put it home. Here's Sean from out in front for 2. No good. Rebound underneath there and a foul call. And Steve Troutman will go to the foul line shooting 2. This time for the Trojans. See if Steve can nail another pair. Well, one of the big rebounders for Millersburg just fouled out of the ball game now as number 22 picked up his 5th personal foul. And that sets that young lad down, and he has played well. 34, or rather 13, will come in to replace him. He says, hey, coach, which side of the floor do I go on? Anyway, okay, now the coach told him, and I think they're ready. And Steve Troutman positions himself right on the foul line here, and Steve is going to be shooting 2. 38-33, Trojans again down by 5. But we'll see if Steve can reduce that a little bit here. His first one, good. Nice shot. All right, Steve gets congrats from Jeff Snyder. And let's see if we can dump another one in here now. His next shot is also good. So Steve has made 4 consecutive buckets from the foul line. And again, that 3-point margin now, 38-35. Inbound pass down here for 32. We'll see if the big guy going out on fouls has made any difference. Down here on the offensive bucket, here's the shot. No good, but there's 34 with a rebound. He can't put it in. There's 24 with a rebound, though, and he can. Oh, the Trojans are going to check for this one. They are not rebounding on the defensive end of the court. Just no way. Millersburg getting multiple shots. Here goes 13 in the lane. Puts a shot up good. Sean Herb with a nice 12-footer from out here on the right wing. And again, the margin down to 5 now. Or down to 3, I mean. Here's a shot out, or a pass out in front. The clock down to 2:09. And moving. Ooh, ball nearly knocked loose. Now it goes over here. 24 drops their back over here. And timeout's going to be called by Millersburg as the Indians stop the clock with 1:56 remaining in the ball game. They lead by 3, 40-37. Okay, here's the inbound pass now. Ooh, and a foul's called. A foul will be called on Sean Herb, and 40 will go to the line shooting a 1-and-1. Rich is going to plead a case here on back court, and he's not going to be allowed. But anyway, it will now be 40 at the line shooting a 1-and-1 with 1:49 remaining. First shot good, and it's now 41-37. 4-point lead for the Indians. Second shot, good. 5-point lead again. 42-37. Here comes Herb with it. Over the near side here now, and driving into the right lane here goes Troutman. Now Herb has it. He puts a shot up and in good. 5-point or 3-point game again. 42-39. Trojans going to try some full court pressure on this young lad now. And they finally get it across the timeline with 1:21 remaining. Now over into the corner. Dump it inside. Here's 32 to the bucket for two, and it's good. 44-39. Clock down to 1:10. They're going to have to nail a three-bagger. Out in front, swing it over to the far side. Now he goes into the lane, puts a shot up short, no good. Rebound's going to come off and be controlled by Troutman. Chris dumps it back outside here. Here's Sean for three. It goes in. It's a three-point ball, or a three-point bucket, and timeout immediately called by the Trojans with the score. Millersburg 44 and UDA 42. Plenty of time remaining now, and a two-pointer. Just 53 seconds. Good job, and a nice shot that time for a three. The Indians will inbound the ball, and the Trojans will have to play some good defense now as the clock will count down. And let's see. 42 over there, handling the ball well, gets it across the timeline, so they're out of difficulty that way. Now this young lad over here, triple teamed, and a foul's going to be called. The foul will be on Chris Troutman. And 34, I guess it is, will go to the line. He'll be shooting a 1-and-1 with 34 seconds remaining. So number 34 at the line with 34 remaining. His team up by 2. And a big important rebound on this first shot, should this young lad miss this one. And I thoroughly believe he will. His first shot is no good. I mean good. Wait a minute. I'm anticipating here. Okay, his first shot was good. It's 45-42 now with 34 seconds to go. And if he makes the next one, the Trojans could be in trouble. His second shot is also good, and we are. Okay, 46-42. Near side over here now for Troutman. He's fouled as little number 13 here grabs a hold of him. And Chris will go to the line, shooting a 1-and-1. Chris had better bury a couple of these, because we've got only 29 seconds remaining now. 4-point margin. Be nice if Chris could hit a couple here. Even if he could hit one and we could get a rebound and stuff two in, whatever. Here's the first shot. It is good. All right. It wasn't pretty, but it went. And it's a 3-point game. 46-43. His second shot, much better. So Chris stands there and nails two. And now, his clock won't start till he inbounds it. He does inbound it, and a foul is going to be called. A foul. Oh, tough call. Foul is on upper offense Steve Troutman. And that's going to send a Indian to the line, shooting a 1-and-1. This time it'll be number 24 with 28 seconds on the clock. That was a good foul that time. I guess if he would have stolen the ball, it would have been super, because the Trojans could have tied it. This way they wasted only 1 second on the clock. And here's his first shot, and it's no good, and the rebound comes back to Jared Kreiser. So the Trojans coming back now with an opportunity here to tie it up. Here's a shot put up, no good, but the rebound underneath is put up, that won't go. The next rebound, wait a minute, a jump they're going to call. Oh my gosh. It's going to stay here at Upper Dauphin, but 14 seconds remaining. Man, if that wasn't a quick call. Woo! Wait a minute. Was time called or not? The Trojans thought it was. Now what happened? Now I'm not sure. These guys have no idea what's going on. Timeout's going to be called by the Trojans with 14 seconds remaining, and the Trojans with the ball underneath their own bucket, and they trail by 2. Hey, good ball game. This game should not be this close. No way. Ay. Let's see if we can hang in there and pull it out. Okay, the Trojans break the timeout huddle here now, and they are going to have to come up with a super play. Jeff Snyder will inbound the ball for the Trojans, and he will inbound it to somebody that we hope can pop a shot in. Here's a pass back here now for Herb. He's going to shoot a 15-footer up short. Rebound comes right back to the Indians. They're coming back with it with nobody back for the Trojans. He puts a shot up, no good. 4 seconds remaining and a foul. No, the ball's going to go out of bounds, and it will be Millersburg ball with just 4 seconds left. So the Trojans goofed up here, and that's going to just about do it, as Millersburg will have the ball to inbound with 4 seconds remaining. Millersburg will inbound with 4 seconds to go here now, and here is that inbound play. Wait a second. Foul called. Herb will be called for the foul. No time ran off the clock, so that might have been a real good play, at least momentarily. Let's see if the Trojans can get a rebound here, as the kid will be shooting a 1-and-1 with 4 seconds left. And it's not over yet, but it's awful close. A little bit of a conference over here now, as they're going to send in Jeff Miller to the ball game for the Trojans. He will replace Sean Herb. And Jeff comes in with 4 seconds left. We're going to have to get one heck of a big rebound here and get a bucket. So let's see. Can 42 put the game away? Yes, he did. It is away now. It's 47-44, so the Trojans' only hope is to shoot for 3. And if 40 knocks another one down here, that will be all she wrote. Final ball game of the year for the Trojans. Second shot is good, and that did it. He hits 2 foul shots there, and that's going to do it. The ball comes in. Here's a shot for 3. No good. And that's going to end the ball game. So the Trojans, who looked like it was going to be a laugher early on here, drop a ball game that they shouldn't have dropped, I'm sure now. But anyway, final score 48-44. And UDA will take it home now, rest up, and get ready for next season. That will be it. We'll catch you later. Getting set to go here at Millersburg now with the final game of the 1989 season, 89-90 season, perhaps for the Trojans, depending on ball game at Halifax tonight. But for the most part, the end of the scheduled games for the Trojans here at Millersburg. Gehring takes the opening tip for Millersburg and then throws it out of bounds on the far side. So the Trojans will immediately get the ball back. Millersburg in a very, very struggling season this year. Trojans do not look to have a whole lot of trouble with them, but you never know. The JVs had led early in the ball game tonight and got nipped. And these varsity Indians are liable to have the same kind of plans. Here's a nice turnaround shot by Jeff Lentz to open up the ball game offensively for the Trojans. And the UDA leads 2-0. This is Enders with it out in front for Millersburg. Near side over here now for Gehring. He dumps it inside here. Hoke has it. Dribbles once, puts a shot up short. No good. Rebound comes off to Lentz. He outlets here for Brian Bellis. Bellis tries to dump it over the far side. The ball loose, but grabbed over there by Brian Huffman. Into the corner. Now back out in front here for Brian. Brian dribbles into the lane, puts a shot up and in. Good. Great job that time by Brian Huffman. It's 4-0 UDA. Clint Gehring, the one bright ray of hope for Millersburg, has the ball, travels down the right side. All tied up over there. Oh my goodness, no 5-second call. I guess they're going to make it 5 minutes tonight. At any rate, here goes Enders with it out in front. And the foul's going to be called on a push against Enders as he pushed Ian Smeltz. Ian trying to make the steal. Had the ball roll loose, and and Enders picks up the foul, his first, team's first foul of the ball game, as a matter of fact. So Ian will get the ball back here for the Trojans. They lead 4-0. Left side over there for Huffman. Wait a minute, the walk's going to be called this time now. Brian started in a little too quickly, and that gives the Millersburg Indians the ball back. And Enders will try to inbound. Does so over here for Gehring, and a foul's called. Brian picks up the personal foul. And again, Enders will be the inbounder underneath the bucket over here. He inbounds it over there for Rothamo. Somebody hollered, shoot it. Here's a foul got to be called on Smeltz as Ian picks up his first personal foul. Trojans picking up a couple dumb ones here now. And he fouled Enders that time, and Rothamo will inbound the ball for the Millersburg for Gehring. Now back here for Enders. Whoops, and a backcourt violation going to be called. I'll tell you. Millersburg, that's unbelievable. Enders just took the ball in, dribbled it backcourt himself. No body near him. Anyway, here is Bellis. Bellis with an outstanding ball game the last time out against Halifax. He kept popping threes just like that one there. Brian Bellis, the first of many three-point probably for tonight. Into the right wing corner they go. Dump it inside for Hoke. He fires one up, no good. Rebound shot in there by Roadcap. Or by Latshaw, was it? Yeah, it was Latshaw, okay. Latshaw makes the bucket. Here's Scott Reed, stuffed in there by Hoke. Rebound comes down and a foul will be called on Reed as Scott picks up his first personal foul, the team's third. And Enders will inbound again for Millersburg. Does so over there for Rothermel. He's going to try to start it down the right side. Now he's stopped, picks up his dribble, gets it back here for Enders. Enders across the timeline successfully this time, races down the right wing corner. Still has the ball, still on the right baseline, puts a shot up, it won't go in. Rebound comes down here to Huffman. Bryan will bring it back for the Trojans. Across the timeline he goes, staggering into the lane. The ball rolls loose, pops it over the far side. Smeltz for three, won't go. Rebound comes off to Gehring. He'll drop it back here now for Enders. Over in the right wing side, here's Rothermel with a shot, no good. Rebound comes right down here to Brian Bellis. Bryan stops, 15-foot try, no good this time. Rebound's going to go on the floor and be picked up in there by the Indians, and back with it comes Enders. Hoke with it for the Millersburg Indians. For Gehring, he has the ball tipped loose by Bellis, but he gathered it back in. Enders with it now for Millersburg. Near side, Rothermel dumps it inside. Here's a shot taken in there by Latshaw, and that's good. Pass over on the far side now for Smeltz. He's going to pop for three. It's good. It's a three-bagger for Ian Smeltz. And it's now 10-4 UDA. Here comes Enders for Millersburg. Right into the lane. Stops, pops a shot up and in good. Nice drive that time by Enders, who put it home, and it's 10-6. Here's Bellis backing it out here for Lentz. And boy, does Jeff nail that one nicely. Jeff's second bucket of the evening, and it's now 12-4, or 12-6 rather. Rothermel with it for the Millersburg Indians. 3 minutes, 55 seconds remaining in period one. Trojans have doubled up the Indians. Here's a near steal by Huffman, but they got it back. Over here now for Hoke. Drops it back here for timeout's going to be called now as the ball came back to Enders. So the Millersburg Indians call timeout with 3:43 remaining, and it's 12-6 UDA. Okay, the timeout is over now, and Millersburg will inbound it here. Rothermel on their left wing. Over here now for Enders. Drives it out to the middle of the circle, pops it over in the right wing side, shot up and in, good. Gehring for two. It's 12-8, UDA by 4. Here is Bellis, circling around out front. Over there for Smeltz. He takes it to the point here for Lentz. Now it goes inside. John Biddle with a shot. It's good for two. Biddle hits a 6-footer from the right side. Whoa, wait a minute. Foul's going to be called, and Ian Smeltz will pick up his second personal foul with 3:10 remaining in the first period. And that's going to be none shooting, of course. Millersburg will inbound the ball. Rothermel will inbound for the Indians. Enders has it now. Enders over here in the near side here for Rothermel. He jumps it inside. Wait a minute. Foul's called before the shot. Hoke had gone to the line, or had gone to the bucket, but he'll go to the line instead now as the foul was called. Looked like before the shot, though, and will he be shooting? I don't. My goodness, he wasn't shooting. Surely he was not shooting. Well, surely he was shooting. Okay. He'll be shooting too. First shot by Hoke is good. 14-9. Second shot is also good. 14-10, 4-point ball game for the Trojans. Exactly 3 minutes had been remaining at that point. Here's Smeltz with it, passes it out in front. Nice pop up there for Biddle, and the rebound good. Bellis had the first shot, didn't go. John Biddle with the rebound that would. And back here they come. Here comes Hoke driving into the right baseline, no good. Follow-up shot by Rothermel is blocked, but then he puts his rebound up and in good. It's 16-12. These Indians are going to be pesky tonight the way it looks. Smeltz out in front here for Lentz. Near side for Bellis. Now Smeltz has it. He's got to go for a walk. Ian shuffled the feet before he started in. He got called for the walk. And now Pluck will come into the ball game. He's going to replace Gehring for the Indians. This is Pluck with it now. He gets all tied up out here, picks up his dribble, passes it down there, stolen by Biddle. On a bad pass and a good play by John Biddle. Here comes Bellis. Near side over here now for Lentz. Dumps it inside for Reed. Scott puts a shot up. He's fouled. Scott will go to the line, shooting 2. Freshman Scott Reed at the line, shooting a pair for the Trojans. So we'll look at Scott's style here. First shot, good. Okay, good job, Scott, and he'll get one more. His second shot is in and out, no good. Rebound goes into the middle there where Enders picks it up for Millersburg. He'll start it on the right side. Going to take it out into the lane. Stops, pops, good. Enders going coast to coast with it. Put a little 12-footer in from out in front, and it's 14-17, 17-14, whatever. Here's Bellis lifting going up, no good. But the rebound shot by Reed is good. Scott nails a little 2-footer. And a margin. Now here's the ball tipped loose, gathered in by Lentz. Jeff into the corner here for Smeltz. His shot, no good. Rebound over there to Enders for Millersburg. And back with it comes Pluck now. He passes it over to the near side, knocked out of bounds off the hands of Ian Smeltz. Good ball game now in the first period here. It's 19-14, the Trojans by 5 with 1:21 remaining. Pluck leaves the ball game now as Gehring comes back in for Millersburg, and the Trojans will inbound over here. Or Millersburg rather will inbound. This is Enders with it. Enders near side here now for Rothermel. Now back out to Enders. Over on the far side, they swing it for Gehring. He pumps it inside for Hoke. He puts a shot up. It goes in. It took its good time, but it went. It's 19-16. Far side, Huffman dumping it inside off the fingertips of Enders. It'll be UDA ball. Trojans will control. The pass inbounds will be made by Jeff Lentz. Jeff back here for Bellis. Over on the far side for Huffman. Huffman swings it to the near side here for Smeltz. His shot, no good. Rebound in there by Hoke. Brings it down for Millersburg. And back with it comes Enders. 40 seconds remaining in period number 1. Enders out in front, over there for Hoke. Hoke still has it. Going to get tied up here now if he don't hurry up. Now they bring it back here for Rothermel. And they'll drop it back to Enders. They're going to play for the last shot, apparently. Here goes Enders into the lane, stops, puts a 14-foot shot up, no good. Rebound there by Hoke. Hold everything, leave it alone, he says. They're warning the referee warning Millersburg to leave the ball alone after it goes in. It's 19-18, the Trojans by 1. 14 seconds remaining in period 1. This could be just a slow start for the Trojans, but this is not the kind of a ball game they expected here tonight so far. Foul called. Foul will be on Rothermel as he bumped into Bellis. Only the third team foul. And Bellis will come over here to help inbound along with Jeff Lentz. Lentz inbounds here for Huffman. Into the lane he goes. Dumps it back over here for Lentz. His shot won't go. Rebound comes off over there, and that's going to end the first period. That's no good. All right, first period ends with the Trojans up by 1, 19-18. Wow. Derek Roadcap into the ball game down for UDA as we begin the second period of play. He's going to take Scott Reed's place. Inbound pass back here for Huffman, who drops it back to Bellis, and we're ready to go. Bellis, far side here for Huffman. Huffman goes for a walk. And it's going to be Millersburg with the ball and a chance to take the lead for the first time in the ball game. I believe they may have scored the first points. I don't think so, though. No, in fact, they didn't. Okay, here goes Pluck down the right side. Dumps it off to Gehring in the right wing corner. He'll dribble the baseline. Stalled underneath the baseline, underneath the bucket. Ball's going to go out of bounds off Brian Huffman, so it'll be Millersburg ball. And again, Millersburg with an opportunity to take the lead. It's 19-18 UDA by 1 with 7:34 remaining in the first half. Enders driving the baseline now. He gets stopped in there by a couple of Trojans. Dumps it back out here now, and the ball knocked out of the hands of Latshaw. And back they come. Here's a pass down here intended for Huffman, no good. And it goes out of bounds. It'll be Millersburg ball. UDA trying the fast break that time. Trojans wanted to get Brian Huffman, but they missed him on a bad pass. And back comes the Millersburg Indians. This is Pluck over here for Enders. Enders across the timeline. Still has the ball, stops, pops it back out here for Pluck. He dribbles in, shoots a 12-footer up, no good. Rebound comes back to Brian Bellis. Brian tries to bounce it inside here. The ball picked off by Latshaw, and back with it comes Enders for Millersburg. Spinning around out here, fiddle on him, dumps it over here into the corner now for Gehring. He passes it inside. He tries to get it back, blocked away by Biddle, picked up by Bellis. Brian Bellis will stop it out front here now and give it back to Brian Huffman. Over to the right side he goes, and it's going to be thrown out of bounds. John Biddle goes for it, but the ball thrown away by the Trojans are given every opportunity here to the Indians. And now Ian Smeltz will come in to take Brian Huffman's place. As Enders inbounds here to Gehring, and then back to Enders. 6 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the first half. Pluck down the right side, still has it, drives into the right baseline, puts a shot up and in good. It's Millersburg by 1. 2019, the Indians. Ball nearly stolen away by Pluck. Now it goes on the floor, picked up by Bellis, shuffles it ahead here. Here's Bellis with it now, and a walk will be called. Brian got tangled up over there. And I'll tell you, this is unbelievable. Coach Peters here just telling his gang to get calmed down here. Just play ball. My gosh, they have played tremendous ball against terrific teams here of late. Now they come down here and play Millersburg, who I think has won like 4 games or something like that all year, and they're making Millersburg look real good. This is Enders with it. Over there for Hoke. Hoke looking around. He'll bring it back outside here now. Give it back to Pluck. Pluck's got it. Into the corner there for Gehring. And wait a second, a foul's called. Derek Roadcap going to be called for holding Hoke. And Hoke will go to the line now, shooting a 1-and-1. Jason Undercuffler comes into the ball game for the Trojans now to replace Brian Bellis with 5:43 remaining in the first half. First shot by Hoke is no good. Rebound comes right here to Undercuffler. Jason picks it off, gives it back here now for Ian Smeltz, and Ian will wind it into the lane and then hold everything. A foul be called. Pluck grabbed him, picked up the 4th team foul for Millersburg. Be none shooting for Pluck, his first. And the Trojans will inbound the ball over here on the side. Jeff Lentz prepares to do just exactly that. Derek Roadcap goes back out of the ball game now for the Trojans as Scott Reed came back in. Ian Smeltz over on the far side here now for Lentz. Inside they go with it. Ball loose, back out here. Now it comes near side over here for Smeltz. Smeltz drives into the lane, puts his shot up, it won't go. Rebound comes off to Hoke. Back with it comes Pluck. Pluck out of control, has it tipped away there, and Lentz knocks it loose, and it's picked up by Undercover, who gives it back here now for Smeltz. Ian looking to just the Trojans just can't quite get it going. Here's Lentz with a good drive, misses the shot, gets his own rebound though, and a good follow-up that time by Jeff. Jason outside for three, it's good. Jason Undercuffler nails a three-pointer from 21 feet out, and the Trojans take the lead back now. It's 22-20 UDA by 2. Pluck, far side ball tapped away nicely by Jason Undercuffler out of bounds, but it will be Millersburg ball. This time it's going to be John Biddle going out and Brian Bellis coming back in for the Trojans. Enders to inbound. Wait a minute. Okay, referee calls time while he tells that fellow to stay back within 3 yards of the play, or 3 feet, I mean. Okay, here's Gehring with it. Gehring dribbles down the right side. Now he'll pump it out here for Pluck. Pluck fires it over here on the near side off the fingertips of Enders, out of bounds, and it'll be Upper Dauphin ball. 22-20. Millersburg had led for a brief moment, 2019, but now it's the Trojans up by 2. Here goes Brian Bellis, winding it down there. Inside they pass it. Back out here, Smeltz for 3. Short. Rebound comes back over here for Enders. Enders has it. He's having all kinds of trouble. Picked it up. 17-foot shot. Short. Rebound off to Bellis. Brian working it down the left side. Has it picked up by Enders. Enders has it. Ball loose. Brian Bellis will pick it back up again here for the Trojans. And Brian over on the far side is going to throw the ball away. And timeout's going to be called by Upper Dauphin. As Coach Peters says, wait a second here. We got a problem, and he's going to call time. And we got time called with 4:02. Sure. 4:02 remaining. It's 22-20 UDA by 2. That I didn't, but I know where they are. Okay, getting set to go here with 4 minutes remaining in the first half. This is Pluck with it. Pluck into the corner, and Enders has it there. Back over here to Pluck. Now he goes into the corner again to Enders. Ball knocked away there, and Brian Bellis picks it up for the Trojans. Brian coming back with it. Over into the corner, they spin it on the left wing. Back out in front here now. Brian for 3. Short. Rebound in there to Ian Smeltz, although his shot won't go. Ball loose, and Undercuffler brings it down for the Trojans. Dumps it inside here for Scott Reed. He passes it inside. Oh, no, foul called. Ridiculous. Scaring all over him. Anyway, here's a foul called on this end of the court this time now as Enders goes to put a shot up, and Undercuffler picks up the personal foul. That'll send Enders to the line, shooting a 1-and-1. Wow. Foul up here was quite obvious from this side. Might have been away from the official's view, I don't know, but goodness. Gehring all over Jeff Lentz that time. His first shot anyway is good, and we got a 1-point ball game now, 22-21, with 3:20 remaining here in the first half. Close game. Second shot by Enders is good. Tie, 22-all. Brian Bellis coming back with it. Stumps it over there for Ian Smeltz. He'll bring it back to the point, set something up here for UDA. Undercuffler circling underneath. Here comes Bellis over on the far side for Undercuffler. Jason into the lane, stops and rolls it up and in very, very nicely. Nice job that time by Jason Undercuffler, and the Trojans up by 2, 24-22. Pluck out at the middle, driving into this side here, passes it over here for Enders. Enders has it, dumps it inside now for Hoke. Hoke tied up in there by Scott Reed. Drops it back here for Pluck. Pluck spinning into the lane, stopping in there, dumps it inside for Hoke. His shot, a foul called. Foul will be on Scott Reed. And Hoke will go to the line shooting 2. 2:31 remaining in a 24-22 ball game. Trojans up by 2. Here is Hoke's shot, good. Hoke's second shot is good, and we're tied up again, 24-all. 2:31 remaining. Brian Bellis coming back with it. Across the timeline goes Brian. Down into the left wing corner. Now he stops and pushes one up, no good. Rebound underneath there is going to come off to Reed. He's in the lane with it. The ball's going to go out of bounds off Jeff Lentz, I guess, and it will be a Millersburg ball. The Indians with a chance to come back and take the lead. I don't believe the Indians led more than that one time at 1918. or 20, yeah, I guess it was 2019. But at any rate, Pluck's got it. He's dancing around out here with it. Brian Huffman back in the ball game, and on him now he throws the ball right past Clint Gehring over on the far side out of bounds with 2:08 left in the first half, and we're still tied. Trojans coming back now with an opportunity to take the lead. Here comes Brian Bellis across the timeline over on the far side for Huffman. Brian looking around near side here now for Jason Undercuffler. Jason stops, pops, no good. Rebound going to be controlled and go out of bounds off Hoke. And Lentz will inbound for the Trojans. No, he won't. Undercuffler will. Right over here to Jeff. Drives up to the hoop, puts a shot up, no good. Rebound comes back here now for Enders. He puts a shot up and in, good. 26-24, Millersburg by 2. Here is Brian Huffman. Near side over here now for Undercuffler. He dribbles in, hooks a shot up that won't go. Rebound comes back off there to Rothermel. Rothermel with a head of steam. Now he'll slow it down for his Indians. Drops it back over here for Enders, who gives it to Pluck. Pluck out in front. Bounces it over here near side for Rothermel, or Enders rather. Enders with a shot. Will it go? No, it won't. Rebound underneath, loose. Gathered in by Biddle for the Trojans. He'll dump it back here for Bellis. Over in the wing, Huffman's got it. Left wing, whoa, wait a minute. A walk will be called on Brian. And that's going to give Millersburg the ball back once again. This time it'll be with 56 seconds remaining in the first half. A very, very surprising first half, I would say. Enders will inbound. Does so back here for Pluck. He's away here, 3-on-2. Over here is Hoke with a shot and a pass. Good. Or a pass and a shot, make it. 47 seconds remaining. 28-24. Now UDA down by 4. Here is Brian Bellis. Out here for Huffman. Brian inside, he goes with it. Turnaround shot by Lentz, short. Rebound back over here now for Rothermel. He stops, pushes the shot up, no good, but the foul will be called. The foul will be on Undercuffler. And Rothermel will go to the line, shooting 2. Rothermel at the line, shooting a 1-and-1, they say. Okay, here's his first shot. It's good. 29-24, 5-point ball game now. Millersburg up by 5 with just 29 seconds remaining, as you can see. Second shot, good. 30-24, 6-point deficit for the Trojans. Over here is Undercuffler. Back over here now for Lentz. Jeff passes it back to Undercuffler, looking inside for Biddle, and there is Biddle inside. Foul's called. The foul will be on Hoke. And Biddle will go to the line, shooting a 1-and-1. Chun to the line for the first time this evening, I do believe, and he's generally a darn good shooter. We'll see if he can narrow the gap here for UDA. They trail by 6. 30-24 with 19 seconds left. Here's the first shot. No good. Rebound over there to Lentz. His shot. No good. Rebound to Lentz. His shot. Good. Okay, Jeff gets 2 cracks at it and makes half of them. And it's 30-26. Oh, the charge should be called. It is. Good call that time as Rothermel charged into Brian Huffman, I guess it was. I lost who it was. But anyway, 15 seconds left. 30-26. The Trojans can come back now, and if they can score within 15 seconds here, they can get themselves a 2-point game. Here comes Undercuffler driving the right baseline. Puts a shot up, it won't go. Rebound underneath there to the Bellis. He backs up, pushes a shot up, no good. Rebound back to Millersburg. Here's Gehring. He pushes one up at the just about the buzzer. If this is good, if it goes, it is good, and it did go. The foul is called, and that's going to send Enders to the line to finish off a 3-point play. He has given his Indians right now a 6-point margin at halftime, and Enders will be at the line shooting 1 to see if they can get a 7-point margin here. The Trojans, in the meantime, have left the bench because the time is over in the first half, except for this foul shot. Here's Enders' shot. It is no good. And so at the end of the first half, it is Millersburg and a surprising run here on the Trojans. It's 32-26. The Indians up by 6. No one would have believed this. We'll be back. Trojans trailing by 6 as we begin the second half of the ball game tonight now. As I mentioned before, a very surprising first half. Here is Pluck with it now for Millersburg. Over there for Enders. Back out here to Pluck. Pluck's going to try for 3. It will go in, and it's a 3-bagger. It's a 9-point Millersburg lead now at 35-26. Absolutely stunning the Trojans here so far. Here's a shot in the side by Lentz is good. So Jeff starts the second half as he did the first half with a bucket. And the margin now down to 7, 35-28. Here comes Enders for Millersburg. Stopping and dropping back here for Pluck. Circling around out in front. Drops over to the far side. Picked up by Smeltz. And Smeltz. Oh, I thought he backcourted that, but I guess not. Over here for Smeltz. Smeltz stops and pops. It's good. Ian Smeltz nails 2 more, and the Trojans coming out here with some good offense in the second half. 35-30. Margin down to 5. Millersburg up by 5. Pluck into the lane, drops it back over here for Gehring. Inside he goes with it. Ball stripped loose by Huffman. Back with it come the Trojans. Bellis has it. He tries to hit Huffman with a pass, but it goes off Clint Gehring out of bounds, and it will be UDA ball. Huffman will inbound over here on the near side. Out in front, here's Bellis for 3. It's good! And the Trojans have narrowed the gap quickly to just 2 points now. They trailed by 8 moments ago. And timeout's going to be called by Millersburg now, as the Trojans, with Bellis hitting a 3-point bucket, have narrowed it to 35-33. Good job. Okay, down on the far side it goes now for Smeltz. Out here for Huffman. Bryan standing with it, gives it back over here now, and Lentz has it. Fires it back over there for Smeltz. Now back over here for Brian Huffman out in front. Near side here for Brian Huffman. Inside to Scott. Here's a shot for 3 by Huffman, no good. And a foul's going to be called. Brian Huffman will pick up the foul. And for Brian, it will be his second. And that's going to give the Indians the ball out of bounds. 5:37 remaining in period 3. And the Indians up by 4, 37-33. Here goes Gehring all the way to the bucket, has the ball stripped away. Put in there is Latshaw to pick it up, and then a foul will be called. Jeff Lentz will pick up the personal foul. And Latshaw will go to the line, shooting 2. Some good defense that time. Trojans stopping the shot a couple of times in there, but then Jeff picking up the personal foul. For Lentz, it is his first. No, it wasn't on Lentz. I'm not sure who they called that on. Okay, Jeff sort of indicated it was on him, but it wasn't. First shot by Latshaw is good. No, Jeff hasn't picked up a foul, but I just thought the way he reacted, the foul was on him. But anyway, Latshaw misses the second one, and Ian Smeltz gets it for the Trojans. They hustle back across the timeline, back over here for Bellis. Bellis, near side here now for Huffman. Over on the far side, he swings it for Ian Smeltz. Smeltz circling around out in top. Near side over here for Bellis. He tries to pass it inside, but Reed had left the area, so they pass it away. And Coach Shadle over here screaming at the fellows now for UDA. Back with it come the Millersburg. Here's Gehring. Gehring bounces it over here now for Latshaw. His pass is blocked, but grabbed back over there by Pluck. Over on the far side he goes. Hoke with it, tied up, passes it back here, and it's saved from going back court. Enders has it, near side here for Pluck. Pluck into the lane, stops and drops it off, no good, it's short. Rebound comes back here to Bellis. Bellis in a crowd. He's going to wind it around the top of the circle. He'll stop and pop for three. No good. Rebound underneath there by Biddle, and the foul will be picked up by Lachaw as he went into John Biddle. Be a non-shooting foul, I would believe. And it will be, yeah. So it's going to be Upper Dauphin ball out of bounds. Jeff Lentz will inbound for the Trojans. 4:37 remaining here in the third period. Inbound pass over here to Smeltz. Out in front here now for Bellis. Over on the far side for Lentz. He tries to pass it back in. It's going to get knocked out of bounds off of a Trojan, the way they rule it. And it's still 38-33, 5-point ball game now. The Indians in the lead. Here's Pluck with it. Out in front. He dribbles into the lane. Stops. Pops one up. Good. 40-33. Margin back up to 7. The Trojans had narrowed it to 2. But Millersburg has run it up on them again here now. Pass inside for Biddle. Jun stops and pops. It won't go. Rebound over there, though, by Lentz. His shot won't go. And Hope comes up with a rebound for the Indians. Back over here for Enders. He tries to dump it inside. It's going to go off a Trojan out of bounds. And Derek Roadcap will come in to try to do a little rebounding here for the Trojans as Scott Reed goes out of the ball game. And Gehring will inbound for Millersburg. Does so back here for Pluck. His ball rolls loose. It's going to come back here and be gathered in by the Trojans. Bellis, he puts a shot up and a foul call. The foul will be on Hoke. This will be a shooting foul this time, and Bellis will go to the line shooting 2. Bryant at the line shooting 2. His first shot is good. 40-34, 6-point ball game now. Millersburg up. And Bryan's second shot is also good, so it down to 5. 40-35 with 3:50 remaining in the third. Here comes Gehring down the line. Smeltz on him. Gonna get it over there for Pluck. Out in the middle. Bounces over to the left side. Shot taken from over there. No good. Rebound comes off here, though, to Rothermel. He controls for the Indians. He'll fire it back over here now for Pluck. Into the corner. Lachaw has it. Back out in front to Pluck. Gonna take it around the left side now. Now he dribbles into the lane. Stops. Pops a shot up in the air. It won't go, but he is fouled. I think Lentz will pick up this foul. Jeff at least reacting again as though it was he that caused the foul. And we'll see what they put him up on the board. Yeah, Jeff picks up his first personal foul. And that's going to send Pluck to the line, shooting 2. First shot, good. Pluck's second shot is good. He made a pair. And so it's now 42-35, 7-point ball game again with clock counting down here in the third period. 3:15 left. Roadcap back out here now for Smeltz. Smeltz near side here for Lentz. Jeff looking around, passes it back out here for Ian Smeltz. Smeltz over here now for Lentz again. Roadcap with it. He'll stop, put a shot up. It's blocked. And the ball is gathered in over there by both Gehring and Lentz. And the Trojans will maintain possession. Jeff has it. Bounces it inside here for Biddle, but it's stolen away. Or not Biddle, but Undercuffler. It's stolen away down there. And back with it comes Millersburg with 2:45 remaining in the third. Bounce pass near side here for Rothermel. He passes it inside here for Hoke. His turnaround shot, no good. Rebound underneath, and a foul will be called. Jeff Lentz will pick up his second personal foul. And that is going to send Lachaw to the line, shooting, or will it? No, it won't. Nope, none shooting. Foul for Lentz, his second. And for the Trojans, their fourth of the half. And timeout's called by Upper Dauphin now with 2:37 remaining, and they're trailing by 7. Gehring will inbound for Millersburg. Timeout is over. Into Pluck over there. He's pressured, but he gets a shot off, and a foul will be called. And Pluck will go to the line. This time the foul is going to be on Brian Bellis. And that'll send Pluck to the line, shooting a pair. And this could be a valuable pair for the Indians as they look to upset the Trojans tonight. They lead by 7, and Pluck can increase that lead, and he did. It's now an 8-point ball game. 43-35. And Pluck to the line to shoot one more. His second shot is good. Nope. Pushing foul underneath. The foul will be on, let's see. I guess it's going to be on, looks like it would be on Roadcap. So Derek picks up the foul underneath on the push after the shot. And that's going to send Rothermel to the line, shooting a 1-and-1. Boy, oh boy. Derek picks up his second personal foul, and Rothermel to the line, shooting a 1-and-1. Here's his first shot. It is no good. Rebound comes off to Lentz. He rushes it back here now, and the Trojans come back. Bellis with it. Into the near corner it goes. Undercuffler had it. Ball stripped away out there. Looked like a walk, no call. 35 has it. Shoots from the right baseline. No good. Right in the hands of Bellis. Bryan has it. Coming back with it now. He stops out front here. He'll send it over there to Ian Smeltz. Back over here for Bellis. Clock down to 2:05 and counting. Undercuffler on the left wing. Over here for Smeltz. Now Bellis dumping it inside here. Smeltz on the right baseline. Drops it over here for Lentz, who sets it up but has his shot blocked in there by Rothermel. And then the ball loose underneath comes back with the Clint Gehring picking it up. Back over here to Pluck. Swinging it on the far side. Rothermel for 2. It's good. 46-35, an 11-point margin, the biggest margin of the ball game now. So the Trojans getting themselves in desperate trouble. Smeltz near side over here for Undercuffler. Now out in front for Roadcap. Derek, he'll drop it back here. Has it stolen away by Pluck. Pluck with shot, no good. Rebound underneath there to Hoke. Hoke gathers it in. Dumps it back out here for Rothermel. Now to Pluck. Pluck for Millersburg at the top of the circle. Over there for Rothermel. Rothermel standing over there. Dribbles into the lane. Has this, looks like a walk. No call coming. Pluck with a shot from 15 feet. No good. Rebound underneath there. And a foul's going to be called on who? A holding foul. I think it's going to be on Millersburg this time. It will. It'll be their 4th team foul. And of course, I have no idea who put the, or who committed the foul. Rich Shadle into the ball game now as both Undercuffler and Undercuffler and Roadcap leave the ball game. Shadle in here now and Scott Reed back into the ball game. Here's Ian Smeltz from out in front. Over here now for Bellis, into the corner for Reed. Scott dribbles in, stops and pops, gets good. Scott Reed for 2, and it's now 46-37. 9-point game. Here goes Pluck across the timeline. He's going to be stopped out there, but he still has the ball. Drops it here for Gehring. Gehring inside here for Latshaw. He dribbles the right baseline, passes it back to Gehring. Gehring going to try the right baseline, and a charge will be called on Clint Gehring that time as he went into the Trojans underneath. And it will be UDA ball. Brian Bellis will inbound for the Trojans, and the Trojans can come down and reduce the margin a little more. Only 15 seconds remaining here in period number 3. Here comes Brian down the court. He'll stop. Dump it outside here. Here's a shot by, oh, wait a minute. Foul's got to be called. They're going to call a charging foul on Richie Shadle. As Rich went into the line following up his shot, or into the lane following up his shot. And we got 4 seconds remaining here now. And the Trojans down by 9. As Gehring will inbound the ball. He does so down here for Lentz. His shot at the buzzer will be no good. No good. And that's going to end 3 periods of play. But boy, the Trojans, with their work cut out for them now, they trail by 9 at the end of 3 periods. It's 46-37 Millersburg. Trojans in a desperation effort here now to win this last ball game of the season. Millersburg has made this look like an old-fashioned Millersburg UDA matchup. It wasn't supposed to be that way, but they certainly made it look that way. Ball back here now for Hoke. He drops it back to Pluck. Pluck down the left side, into the corner. Trojans with those long three-point shooters. Here's a shot, though, no good. Rebound to Lentz. Back with it comes Smeltz, and it doesn't take long to get really back into it if you can hit a couple of three-baggers here. Here's a nice pass inside. Shot, turnaround by Lentz, good. Jeff nails one, so the Trojans will come back here doing it two at a time. Here's a long pass, oh my gosh, here's a man totally unattended down here. Is Latshaw. I don't know how in the world that happened, but he was all by himself. And back with it comes Shadle now for the Trojans. It's 48-39. Ian, bounce pass inside here for Lentz, back out, or for Reed. Here's Smeltz from the right baseline, no good. Latshaw with a rebound for Millersburg. Gives it back here for Enders. And Enders ahead here now for Pluck. Pluck across the timeline. Into the lane he goes, stops, he pops, it's good. Boy, that Pluck's having one heck of a nice ball game for Millersburg, no question about that. As he is killing the Trojans now, it's 50-39, Millersburg. Out here for Smeltz. Ian sets it up, passes it over here for Bellis. He dumps it inside, and a foul will be called. Hoke gets a grabbing foul before the shot. And Scott Reed will go to the line, shooting a 1-and-1, I guess. Scott at the line. Here's his first shot. It's good. Nice shot. 50-40, 10-point margin now for Millersburg. 6:37 left, so all kinds of time in this ball game for the thing to change drastically one way or the other. Second shot is good. Hold it. Lane violation. Shot's good. Shot's good, I think. Or wait a minute. No, I guess the shot was no good. Well, now I'm not sure. Was it good or wasn't it good? I think he ruled the shot was good. No good. Gonna claim the shot was no good. And okay, Scott must have been in, or somebody was in the lane too quickly. I'm not sure whom, but anyway, it's 50-40 now, 10-point margin. Trojans going to work here on the defense. They're double teaming them out here. Enders has it. He takes it across the timeline. Enders down into the lane, loses the ball, and Shadle picks it up, but a foul's called back there. And Richie Shadle will go to the line now, shooting a 1-and-1. Come on, Rich. Rich to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. 6:26 remaining. Rich can knock it down to either 9 or 8 here if he can put a couple of these in. Of course, that first one's the most important one. Gehring coming back into the ball game now. He'll replace Rothamo for Millersburg. Shadle at the line. Here's Rich's first shot. It is no good. Rebound comes off to Latshaw. He gives it back over here now for Hoke. He'll start it out. Drops it over there for Pluck. Now Pluck with a behind the back dribble. Dribbles across the line. Into the left wing corner they go. Try to roll it out in front. Ball loose. Picked up over there by Bellis. He will control for the Trojans as he works it into the Trojan zone here now. Over on the far side there for Smeltz. Smeltz inside nicely here for Reed with a rebound. No good, and a shot comes down. The Trojans missed an opportunity that time. Scott was right there with a rebound and could not put it home. Still a 10-point bulge for the Millersburg Indians. Here he goes over here now, and left wing side they go with it. Enders drops it back over there for Hoke, who drops it back to Pluck. Pluck out in front. He rolls it into the lane, stops in there, gets it back over there for Enders. He'll drop it inside. Ball knocked away, picked up by Bellis. Bellis going back on Pluck, rinds it up and puts it in. Not much they could do about that one. Brian with a good steal and a quick rush down the court, but back with it comes the Indians now. This is Hoke. Hoke drops it back here for Enders. 4:55 remaining. Enders stops and pops. It's good. 52-42, still a 10-point margin. Now here comes Ian Smeltz with it across the timeline for the Trojans. He stops, puts a shot out, partially blocked away. Rebound comes off to Hoke underneath. He'll pass it out here now. There's a run by Latshaw as he couldn't get the handle on the ball on the pass. He's called for the steps. And the Trojans will take over now. Richie Shadle to inbound. Shadle will inbound here to, well, wait a minute. Ian Smelt's going to go out of the game now as Brian Huffman comes back in for the Trojans. And we've got to start shooting some three-baggers, I feel. Okay, anyway, over on the far side. Huffman bounces it inside, now back out here. Here's Richie for three. No good. Rebound comes off to, whoa, here's a foul going to be called now. Shadle reaches in, gets himself a foul. Rich couldn't believe that one. Anyway, looks like it's going to be Enders going to the line, shooting a 1-and-1. Shadle picked up his second personal foul, and Enders to the line. His first shot's good. (52-42), and John Biddle comes into the ball game and immediately calls timeout. So, timeout called with 4:19 remaining, and the Trojans down by 11. Okay, the Trojan timeout is over now, and Enders at the line for his second shot. It's good, so he makes a pair, and the score is now 54-42, a 12-point ball game. Here's Smeltz dumping it inside. There's Jeff Lentz with a shot. It won't go. Rebound shot by Lentz won't go. Rebound comes off over here to Pluck. And back with it he comes. Now the clock down to 4 minutes remaining in the game. Here goes Enders. He's going to try the left wing side. No good. Out front to Pluck. Pluck with Bellis on him. He rolls it around, and Bryan will be called for the foul. Pluck will go to the line, shooting a 1-and-1. The line shooting a 1-and-1. His first shot's good. Pluck has been outstanding for the Indians tonight. There's no other way to describe it. He has just put a job on him. Second shot, in and out, no good. Rebound to Biddle, and ahead here now for Bellis. 55-42, 13-point margin. Here goes Bellis into the lane, stops and pops one up in, good. 55-44, 11-point lead now. 3:35 remaining. Here goes Enders, popping it inside here now, and Latshaw to the bucket, no good, but he gets his rebound and a shot, no, walk. Okay, I think Reed might have stuffed him that time underneath there. You couldn't really see it, but it caused him to walk, so the Trojans with another opportunity, but they got to come down and get something every time down the floor this time. Here comes Bellis. Over there to Reed. Reed with a turnaround shot. It's good. Nice shot by Scott Reed. 8-footer from the left or right wing down there. And it's 55-46, the margin down to 9. Oh, what a foul's going to be called, and a charge will be called as Huffman took the charge that time from Enders, and Bryan might have really got the 9.35 on that dive he took, but at any rate, the crowd says boo, and Bryan Huffman really went to the deck. He made a ooh sound. I don't know if you can hear it, but Bryan really earned that foul. At any rate, the inbound pass comes over to Ian Smeltz, and back with it they come. Into the corner it goes. Here's the pass right underneath for Reed, and the shot is in, good. A fine pass that time from Bryan Huffman to Scott Reed, and it's 55-48. On the inbound pass over here now, Rothermel has it. He goes down the lane, stops, drops it over here, and a shot put up and a foul called. Scott Reed will pick up the foul, and that will send Latshaw to the line, shooting 2. Well, here's Latshaw's first shot. It's good. 56-48, 8-point ball game. And here's his second shot. It's no good. Rebound comes back over here to Bellis. Bryan will come down here and stop. He'll pop for 3. It won't go, and a foul's called underneath. Or did the ball hit the, okay, the ball must have hit the superstructure of the basket, I guess, because it's Millersburg ball. Here comes Rothermel with a head of steam across the center line. Drops it over here for Pluck. Pluck triple team, loses the handle on it, and a walk will be called now as he went on his knees, and Pluck don't understand the call, but he did it. And the Trojans will inbound with 2:27 remaining. Brian Huffman will inbound to Brian Bellis. Brian down the left side here, stops, dumps it up. It won't go. Rebound comes off to Enders, and Enders back with it. Now for Millersburg, for Pluck over here in the right wing side. He's looking inside. Ball loose in there is going to be picked up by Millersburg. Hoke has it stripped, gets it back, fires a shot up, no good. And this time Scott Reed will be called for the foul as he goes over the top. Terrible call that time. Scott had every right to go where he was to get the ball. And the official calls a personal foul on Scott. And for Scott, that's going to be personal foul number 5. So that doesn't help the cause at all here now. And the Trojans will look to somebody to go in. I think Coach Peters is going to talk to John Biddle about replacing him as Richie Huffman describes the foul to the referee, or the non-foul. Anyway, to the foul line will go Rothermel, and he'll be shooting a couple. Or no, he won't. He'll be shooting a 1-and-1. Here's his shot. It's good. 57-48, 9-point ball game again. .207 remaining. Second shot, good. 10-point ball game, 58-48. Here come the Trojans, and here comes Biddle with it. Back out here for Huffman. Brian steps inside, dumps it inside to Ian Smeltz, and Ian puts it home. Clock down to 1:55, however. The Trojans going to have to... Here's a steal on the inbounds pass, and wait a minute, a foul called. Foul will be on Pluck. Pluck says he never touched anybody, but Pluck got to pick up the foul, and Brian Huffman's going to go to the line shooting a 1-and-1. It's 50-58. Timeout's going to be called now by Millersburg with 1:51 remaining, and the Trojans down by 8. Brian Huffman takes his spot at the foul line now, shooting a very important foul for a pair of them here for UDA. He's shooting a 1-and-1. Here's Brian's first shot. It's good. Huffman with the first one makes it a 7-point ball game. And Brian can do that again, I'm sure. He's an excellent foul shooter. Here's his second shot. It's good, so Brian nails a pair, and it's 58-52, 6-point ball game with 1:51 remaining. Here's the ball. Ooh, a call on Brian Bellis. Brian looked like he grabbed the ball, but apparently he grabbed the ball player. And that's going to send somebody to the line. I think it's going to be Pluck to the line, shooting a 1-and-1. And this darn Pluck has been a thorn tonight, so it's about time he misses one of these. Got 1:49 remaining, and Pluck's due to miss one, so the Trojans need to get some rebounding in here now. Here's his first shot. It's good. 59-52, the margin up to 7. He nails another one. Yeah, that's my MVP as far as Millersburg's concerned tonight. Here's a shot tipped away from Bellis, gathered back in by Lentz, and then a foul call as Hope fouls Jeff Lentz going to the bucket. And Jeff will go to the line shooting 2. Lentz to the line to shoot a pair, as Brian Bellis explains the defensive alignment here. 1:39 is the time remaining. Jeff's first shot is good. 53-60. Trojans again trailing by 7 now. And Jeff can again make it 6. His second shot is no good. Spins in and out, comes down here to Enders. Enders up the court here now for Rothermel across the timeline. Over on the far side it goes for Hoke. Hoke. And now Enders all tied up down here. Gets it loose to Hoke on the left wing side. Back out here to Enders. And a foul's going to be called. Brian Huffman will pick up the foul. Enders will go to the line, shooting a 1-and-1. First shot is good. I'll tell you, Millersburg has really done well from the foul line. They have missed darn few shots the way it looks. 61-53, 8-point ball game. Second shot is good. So They're just pouring them in on the free throw line. Here comes Smeltz back with for the Trojans. Over here now for Huffman, back out in front. Here's Bryan for three, no good. Rebound underneath there by Smeltz is good. And we're down to 1:05 remaining. 62-55, 7-point game. And Smeltz reaches into Enders, and Enders gives him a dirty look. But it's going to be Enders going to the line, shooting a 1-and-1 as Ian Smeltz picks up the foul for the Trojans. Brian Bellis coming back into the ball game now with the Trojans down by 7. He'll replace Brian Huffman when we come back. Okay, they have changed things now. Brian Huffman remains in the ball game as we have Huffman, Bellis, Smeltz, Undercuffler, and Lentz in here for the Trojans. First shot, good. These darn Millersburg Indians are just deadly from the foul line. Enders makes his first one, and here's his second one. In and out it goes, and Smeltz comes back with it for the Trojans. Trojans in desperate straits now. Need not only three-point ones, but they need quick three-point ones. Here's Huffman from way outside. It won't go. Rebound in there to Smeltz. His shot blocked away by Hoke and picked up over there by Latshaw, and he's going to go for a walk now. With 42 seconds left. Still an 8-point ball game, and Undercuffler will inbound for the Trojans. Back over here now for Bellis. Bryan stops, pops, short, rebounded in there, and a foul call. The foul will be on Smeltz. And it's going to be 31. That was Ian Smeltz with the foul, I believe. At any rate, 37 seconds left now, and the Trojans are going to lose what might be a big game, and it's hard to say. It depends on the Halifax East Juniata outcome tonight. If the Wildcats get beat tonight, the Trojans should have won this, and it would have made a tie, a three-way tie for the second half championships. However, here's the first shot. It's good. These guys just simply don't miss. This is Latshaw at the line now. And that makes it a 9-point ball game and just about out of reach. Second shot, no good. Rebound comes off here to Huffman. Bryan will rush it up the court here now. Stop, pop it over here on the near side. Here's a shot for three from over there. It's good. As Undercuffler hits it with 28 seconds left. Now we're down to 25. Long pass down here for Latshaw. He goes for a walk. Clock is stopped with 21 seconds left. And, of course, the Trojans need to come up and hit another three, and then another three, and we're back into it. At any rate, it'll be Bellis to inbound the ball. He's going to let it roll loose here for Lentz. Over here for Bellis. Bellis stopping and popping for three. It's short. Rebound comes off to Millersburg. Clock down to 14 seconds, and a foul called. Foul will be on Ian Smeltz. And for Smeltz, that's going to put him out of the ball game, I believe. And that will send, let's see, Enders to the line, shooting a 1-and-1. Timeout called by Millersburg with just 14 seconds left, and they're up by 6. Enders will be at the line when we come back, shooting a 1-and-1. Enders at the line for Millersburg following the Millersburg timeout. Just 14 seconds remaining. And he'll probably hit one. He does. No doubt about it. These guys are hot from the line. 65-58. His second shot. Nope. Nothing. Ball over here to Biddle. Near side for Lentz here now. He hustles it across there for Huffman. Huffman stops, pops one up, no good. Shot down, clock down to 4. Rebound shot in there, no good. And the final shot of the ball game goes up, and it won't go in. And Millersburg has upset the Trojans. They have upset the Trojans tonight, no doubt in anyone's mind about that. 65-58, Millersburg by 7. The Trojans coming down from 2 highs after they defeated both Middleburg and Halifax in a tremendous pair of ball games. Now come back here and get stumped by lowly Millersburg. And there's no question, Millersburg was pretty much in control during the whole darn ball game. So a disappointed Scott Peters